What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Thursday, February 11th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The CW's upcoming live-action pilot based on Archie comics Riverdale has found its Betty Cooper and Jughead Jones. According to Deadline, surviving Jack star Lily Reinhardt has been cast as girl-next-door Betty Cooper, while Cole Sprouse of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody fame has been cast as Archie's slacker best friend Jughead Jones. Sprouse discussed the casting on Twitter Tuesday, explaining how playing Jughead will mark the Disney Channel's stars returning to acting. Sprouse wrote alongside a photo of the actor wearing Jughead's iconic crown, "Thanks for being patient while I step away. I'm pleased to announce my return to acting. Catch me on Riverdale as." The live-action adaptation of the classic comic series was recently picked up for a pilot by the network earlier in February. Labeled as a one-hour drama, Riverdale will be written by Archie Comics' Chief Creative Officer Roberto Aguilar-Sacasa and executive produced by Greg Berlanti, who handles the network's string of successful DC comic adaptations, Arrow, Flash, and the recent premiered Legends of Tomorrow. Riverdale will offer a, quote, bold, subversive take on Archie, Betty, Veronica, and their friends, exploring small-town life and the darkness and weirdness bubbling beneath Riverdale's wholesome facade, the official Archie website states. Other Archie comic characters, such as Archie's friend Kevin Keeler, for whom Archie famously took a bullet in the comics in 2014, is also set to make an appearance on the show, as well as members of Josie and the Pussycats. Universal Pictures released a trailer for the upcoming film The Purge Election Day that will explore the political relevance of Purge Night. The 2.5-minute trailer follows Frank Grillo reprising his role as Sergeant Leo Barnes from 2014's The Purge Anarchy as he attempts to defend a U.S. Senator played by Elizabeth Mitchell, who is running for president and seeks to outlaw the purge. Her attempt to cancel the annual tradition enrages citizens who use the subsequent purge as an opportunity to capture the senator and foil her presidential campaign. The official plot synopsis states, "It's been 2 years since Leo Barnes, played by Frank Grillo, stopped himself from a regrettable act of revenge on Purge Night. Now serving as head of security for Senator Charlie Ronan, played by Mitchell, his mission is to protect her in a run for president and survive the annual ritual that targets the poor and innocent. But when a betrayal forces them onto the streets of D.C. on the night when no help is available, they must stay alive until dawn or both be sacrificed for their sins against the state." Purge films have been released almost annually since the original film debuted in 2013 and earned $36 million in its first weekend on a $3 million budget. Soon after, development began on a sequel, The Purge Anarchy, which was released in July 2015 to similar success. The two films grossed $200 million collectively worldwide with a collective budget of $12 million. The Purge Election Day, directed by James DeMonico, will be released July 1st. The upcoming stage play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is set to have its script released as a book. Series author J.K. Rowling's official Harry Potter website, Pottermore, made the announcement Wednesday, stating that the script book would be released following the play's world premiere this summer in London. Dubbed as a special rehearsal edition, the book will retail for $29.99 in a hardcover form or as an ebook for $14.99 off the Pottermore website, according to the Wall Street Journal. Revealed as the official 8th story in the Harry Potter series, The Cursed Child is set 19 years after the last chapter in the series, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and picks up after Harry bids farewell to his eldest sons James, Cyrus, and Albus Severus at Platform 9 3/4. The synopsis reads, "It was always difficult being Harry Potter, and it isn't much easier now that he is overworked employee of the Ministry of Magic, a husband and a father of 3 school-age children. While Harry grapples with a past that refuses to stay where it belongs, his youngest son Albus must struggle with the weight of a family legacy he never wanted. As past and present fuse ominously, both father and son learn the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes darkness comes from unexpected places." The 2-part play is based on the story written by Rowling with Jack Thorne and John Tiffany, with Thorne writing the script. Pottermore also announced a slew of new special print editions of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone that will be re-released in 4 special editions, one for each Hogwarts house to mark the first book's 20th anniversary. A new edition of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is on the way as well after the release of the film adaptation on November 18th. Trainwreck star Amy Schumer has joined the cast of the film Thank You for Your Service, an adaptation of David Finkel's book. The movie will address the post-traumatic stress disorder that U.S. soldiers back from war confront and the struggle to adapt once again to their families and daily life. Miles Teller, Haley Bennett, and Beulah Coley will be joining Schumer in the drama. Jason Hill, the writer of American Sniper, who also penned the PTSD drama script and will make his directorial debut with the movie. Meanwhile, John Killick and Roke will be in charge of the production. Schumer's most important movies include Trainwreck in 2015 and Price Check in 2012. The actress is currently working on an untitled project which she wrote and will be part of the cast. Finding Dory released new posters featuring the Forgetful Fish Tuesday on Facebook. The poster featured Dory, played by Ellen DeGeneres, hiding in different aquatic backgrounds, including an anemone and a group of jellyfish with the tagline, "Have you seen her?" Dory is a Pacific Royal Blue fish, tankfish who first appeared in the 2003 movie Finding Nemo. She helped the clownfish Marlin, played by Albert Brooks, find his son Nemo, played by Hayden Rollins, in the film, despite her short-term memory loss. Finding Dory takes place 6 months later, and we'll see Marlin and Nemo help Dory search for her family. The trio traveled to Monterey, California, in their search for her parents, Jenny, played by Diane Keaton, and Charlie, played by Eugene Levy. Willem Dafoe and Vicki Lewis will also return as the Moorish idol Gil and four-striped damselfish Depp. Ty Burrell will voice the beluga whale Bailey, and Caitlin Olsen as the whale shark Destiny, and Ed O'Neill as the octopus Hank. Finding Nemo earned over $936 million at the box office and is the second highest G-rated film of all time. Director Andrew Stanton returned to helm Finding Dory, which opens in theaters June 17th. Disney's hit animated musical Frozen is coming to the small screen for the first time. ABC announced that an original Frozen animated holiday special is being produced and set to air in 2017. The special, which takes place after the events of the original 2013 film, will reunite the voice cast of Kristen Bell as Anna, Idina Menzel as Elsa, Jonathan Groff as Kristoff, and Josh Gad as Olaf. The currently untitled project will be directed by two-time Emmy Award-winning directors Kevin Detters and Stevie Welmer Skelton, who direct Prepped and Landing, and will be produced by Oscar Award-winning winner Roy Collini. News of the animated special comes off the heels of Disney's theatrical productions announcing Tuesday Alice Timber as director of the stage musical based on Frozen. The show will feature music and lyrics by the creators of the film score, Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, and a book by Jennifer Lee, the movie's screenwriter and co-director. Released in 2013, Frozen grossed nearly $1.28 billion at the box office, making it the most successful animated film of all time worldwide. Plus-size model Ashley Graham will appear in the 2016 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Sports Illustrated announced the 28-year-old model will debut in the forthcoming edition, saying Graham has, quote, branded herself over the years as an advocate for beauty of all shapes and sizes. Graham wrote on Instagram, "It's official, I'm at SI swimsuit model. This is a dream come true. Thank you to everyone who stood up for curves. Our voices were heard, and together we can help me win Rookie of the Year. Hashtag Be Beyond Size at SI Swim." Graham first appeared on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in a Swimsuit for All campaign last year. The publication ran her ad in the 2015 issue, making her one of the few plus-size models to grace the pages of the magazine. Graham said at the time, "I know my curves are sexy and I want everyone else to know that theirs are too. There's no reason to hide and every reason to flaunt. The world is ready for more curves in bikinis." Graham came to fame as a lingerie model for Lane Bryant and has since appeared in Elle Quebec, Vogue, and Harper's Bazaar. She is also known for her work with Levi's and partnered with Edition Elle on a lingerie line in 2013. Jillian Michaels says her E-series Just Jillian has been a good opportunity and a lot of fun. The 41-year-old personal trainer discussed the project with reporters while promoting the show in Auckland, New Zealand. Michaels is best known for The Biggest Loser, but left the NBC reality competition amid some controversy in 2014. The star told the audience, "When you think of me, there are generally two schools of thought. One is, she's a monster, I hate her guts," and the other one is, "She changed my life, she's a hero, she's my savior." She also added, "Just Jillian is definitely inviting a new audience, hopefully maintaining a core fan base and definitely losing a few, and that's okay. You know, this is who I am. These are the people in my life. You can't please everyone all the time." Michaels quit The Biggest Loser after 12 seasons, later explaining she disagreed with the show's treatment of contestants and her portrayal on the series. Just Jillian will instead follow the personal trainer in her daily life with partner Heidi Rhodes and their 2 children. She explained, "It's honestly a lot of fun. It's about the comedy of errors that occurs as we go about trying to be the best coworker, the best parent, the best significant other, the best daughter, the best friend. You know, really normalizing the things that some might feel uncomfortable or ashamed about." Just Jillian premieres in January and airs Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on E! This week's episode saw the star cheer on friend and UFC fighter Tio Ortiz at his match, overcoming a major hangover, and react to Heidi's buying 3 more chickens for their house. Maisie Williams thinks Idris Elba would be great on Doctor Who. The 18-year-old English actress voiced her support for the 43-year-old actor in an interview with the Evening Standard. Williams says Elba would be incredible as the next Doctor if Peter Capaldi steps down from the role. She said at the London Evening Standard Film Awards, where Elba won Best Actor for Beasts of No Nation, "I think a black Doctor would be incredible. I'm all for Idris Elba, but if not, I'll take it from the team and do it." Williams, who guest starred on 4 episodes of the BBC sci-fi series in late 2015, also said a female Doctor would be incredible. The actress would be interested in the role herself, but said she's locked into some other things at the moment. Capaldi debuted as the 12th Doctor in Season 8 and is considering leaving the series. Jenna Coleman, who played Claire Oswald, left after Season 9, and showrunner Stephen Moffat will depart after Season 10 airs in 2017. Williams told Radio Times last week, "I didn't realize when I was younger that women were written so badly." The actress said it was a joy to work on Doctor Who after coming across, quote, "a lot of really bad characters for women in her career." Williams is best known for playing Arya Stark on HBO's series Game of Thrones, which will return for a 6th season April 24th. The actress hinted at Jon Snow's, played by Kit Harington's, fate in January, telling the upcoming, "It's a great twist, but I can't say he's going to be alive." Elizabeth Hurley and ex-boyfriend Hugh Grant are still best friends to this day. The 50-year-old English actress discussed her relationship with the 55-year-old actor on Wednesday's episode of Lorraine. Hurley and Grant were together for 13 years before splitting in 2000, but remained close after their breakup. The star said before calling the Grant family, "He's still my best friend and he's very important to me. I think families change. I think there used to be much more insular, but now friends become as important as some family members sometimes." Hurley previously told Watch What Happens Live she and Grant split in part because of the actor's grouchy personality. She told host Andy Cohen she finds the actor's grumpiness very charming, but isn't able to deal with the trait 24/7. She admitted, "He remains my best friend to this day, but, I'd say this if he were sitting here. He used to really annoy me. I love him, but he was very annoying. My friends used to call him Grumpelstiltskin." Grouchiness aside, Hurley named Grant godfather to her son Steve by Steve Bing, Damien Charles Hurley, who is now 13 years old. Grant himself is a father to 4 children, including an infant daughter born to Anna Eberstein in December. Hurley plays Queen Helena on E-series The Royals, which was renewed for a 3rd season in January. Grant last appeared in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and will next star in Florence Foster Jenkins with Meryl Streep. Courteney Cox will return to television in the new Fox pilot Charity Case. The network ordered the comedy to pilot this week, nearly a month after word of the project first broke. The 51-year-old actress will develop, star on, and executive produce the half-hour single-camera show. Charity Case stars Cox as a woman who inherits her late billionaire husband's charity. The character discovers changing the world is far less glamorous than she imagined after taking on the organization. The Office writer Robert Padnick will pen the script, with episodes director James Griffin to helm the pilot. Padnick, Griffin, and Cougar Town producer Thea Mann will co-executive produce. Cox is best known for playing Monica Geller on NBC's sitcom Friends, and last portrayed Jules Jules Cobb on Cougar Town. The ABC-TBS series co-starred Krista Miller and Busy Phillips and came to a close after 6 seasons in March. The actress reunited with Friends co-star Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, and Matt LeBlanc in January to film an NBC special honoring James Burrows. The tribute will air February 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and release a sneak peek Thursday. LeBlanc reportedly landed a pilot of his own this week for CBS comedy I'm Not Your Friend. The 48-year-old actor is also slated to co-host Top Gear, will play a dad tasked with caring for his children after his wife goes back to work. Johnny Depp starred as presidential hopeful Donald Trump in a surprise biopic released Wednesday by Funny or Die. The 50-minute-long comedy special entitled Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal, the movie, is presented as a fake TV movie from the 1980s and featured Trump attempting to purchase the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City from media mogul Merv Griffin. The biopic received its name from Trump's 1987 best-selling business advice book, The Art of the Deal. Hollywood director Ron Howard set the stage for the short film, explaining how it was written, produced, and directed by Trump himself before it was lost forever after it was unable to air due to a football game. Depp is joined by a star-studded cast that included Jack McBrayer, Patton Oswalt, Afra Molina, Henry Winkler, Andy Richter, Jacob Tremblay, Michaela Watkins as Ivana Trump, among others. Kept in secret for months, Donald Trump, The Art of the Deal, the movie, was released to coincide with the recent New Hampshire Republican presidential primary. Funny or Die co-founder Adam McKay told the New York Times, it was crazy, completely nuts idea that somehow we pulled off. With any luck, the special will annoy the hotel mogul. On Tuesday, Depp signed on to star in the titular role in Universal Pictures' latest adaptation of H.G. Wells' 1897 sci-fi classic, The Invisible Man. Kanye West caused a Twitter storm recently when he sent out a controversial tweet in support of Bill Cosby. The outspoken rapper wrote Tuesday without any further explanation, Bill Cosby innocent. Despite West not staying on the subject for long, a collection of fans and celebrities began to bash the 38-year-old for his unpopular opinion and for perhaps making the statement to only garner attention. Comedian and actress Sarah Silverman tweeted in response to West, Kanye, you can't be for real. 50 women, with nothing to gain thanks to a statute of limitations on rape. Oi. Patton Oswalt added, are we sure Kanye isn't just a character from Zoolander? While comedian Billy Eichner wrote, there are easier ways to trend Kanye. West has referenced Cosby before in his recent release song Facts, where he raps, do anybody feel bad for Bill Cosby? Did he forget names just like Steve Harvey? The tweet comes a day after West made headlines for renaming his upcoming album on the social media site, promising fans that could decipher the title of TLOP would be gifted with a free pair of Adidas Yeezys and tickets to his Yeezys Season 3 launch event at Madison Square Garden. Cosby was formally charged with felony sexual assault in January, stemming from an alleged incident more than a decade ago during which Andrea Constant, a former Temple University women's basketball executive, claimed she was drugged and abused at the actor's suburban Philadelphia home. This is the first time Cosby has been arraigned on such charges, following more than 40 women coming forward which claims that they were assaulted by Cosby. Katie Holmes did her best impression of Beyonce while appearing on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Holmes stopped by the late night show Tuesday and discussed how she avoided watching Super Bowl 50 until it was time for Beyonce's halftime performance alongside Coldplay and Bruno Mars. Holmes explained to Fallon about how she didn't hold a Super Bowl party this year. This year I was doing cooking class with my child. Then we went to the museum, and then right before the halftime show, I knocked on my friend's apartment and was like, let me in, let me in, let me in, because I knew Beyonce was about to come on. She also added, and then we all stood in front of my friend's TV in her apartment. We were like, oh my God, she did not. Oh my God. We were excited and joined in as if we were a part of it. Then we cheered. The actress continued before busting into a Beyonce-style dance and posed after some coaxing from Fallon. Later on, Holmes joined Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds and members of the Roots for a competitive game of musical beers. Holmes held her own, coming in second place aggressively, reaching for cups of beer right before the music stopped. Reynolds said of her impressive performance, that was amazing. You're the Odell Beckham of drinking. Gwen Stefani will film the first ever music video on live television during the 2016 Grammy Awards. Target announced the 46-year-old singer will shoot the video on the company's 4-minute commercial break during the February 15th ceremony. Stefani confirmed the news on Twitter, telling her followers, "This is big." The star said in a press release Wednesday, "Target has an incredible legacy of creating unexpected moments in music, and I'm thrilled to be partnering with them to create my new music video on live television next Monday." Stefani will film a video for her new single, "Make Me Like You," which hails from her forthcoming album, "This Is What the Truth Feels Like." Target said that the groundbreaking campaign is intended to promote the record, which drops March 18th. Executive Vice President Jeff Jones said, Gwen is both a music and style icon and someone Target has had the fortunate to work on a number of occasions over the years. We're dialing up the theatrics and taking live to an extremely new level. Stefani released a track list of This Is What the Truth Feels Like, her third studio album, on social media Tuesday. The record includes 12 songs, including the previously released single Used to Love You, which is widely believed to be about ex-husband Gavin Rossdale. Stefani is a 3-time Grammy winner who last released A Sweet Escape in 2006. She served as coach on season 7 and 9 of the NBC reality competition The Voice, where she met her present boyfriend, country star Blake Shelton. Glenn Frey, guitarist of the Eagles who passed away on January 18th, will be honored in the Grammys with a tribute in charge of the remaining members of the band and Jackson Browne. The homage will include the participation of Eagles co-founder Don Henley and Bernie Leadon, the guitarist Joe Walsh, the bassist Timothy B. Smith, and Jackson Browne. It is inevitable that their performance will include the hit Take It Easy, which is one of the first most important hits for the band. The song was written primarily by Browne with contributions of Frey and sang by the latter. Frey died from complications of rheumatoid arthritis, acute ulcerative colitis, and pneumonia, according to a statement released by the band. The guitarist had been dealing with these issues since the 80s, which he blamed on the band's excess of alcohol and drugs. The Grammy Awards 2016 will be held at the Staples Center in Los Angeles on Monday, February 15th, and will air live on CBS. Among the artists with the most nominations are Kendrick Lamar, who earned 11 nominations, and Taylor Swift and The Weeknd, who topped in second place with 7 nominations each. And here are the top 10 songs for the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of February 20th. Number 10, G-Eazy and Baby Reha with Me, Myself, and I. Number 9, The Chainsmokers featuring Roses with Roses. Number 8, Flo Rida with My House. Number 7, Rihanna featuring Drake with Work. Number 6, Drake with Summer 16. Number 5, Adele with Hello. Number 4, 21 Pilots with Stress Out. Number 3, Justin Bieber with Sorry. Number 2, Justin Bieber with Love Yourself. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of February 20th, Zayn Malik with Pillow Talk. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1960, the payola scandal heats up. The payola scandal reached a new level of public prominence and legal gravity on this date in 1960 when President Eisenhower called it an issue of public morality and the FCC proposed a new law making involvement in payola a criminal act. What exactly was payola? During the hearings conducted by Congressman Orrin Harris, from the Democrat from Arkansas, and his powerful subcommittee of legislative oversight, fresh off its inquiry into quiz show rigging, the term was sometimes used as a blanket reference to a range of corrupt practices in the radio and recording industries. But within the music business, payola referred specifically to a practice that was nearly as old as the industry itself, manufacturing a popular hit by paying for radio pay. As the payola hearings got underway in February 1960, the public was treated to tales of lavish disc jockey conventions in Miami brought and paid for by various record companies. One disc jockey, Wesley Hopkins of KYW in Cleveland, admitted to receiving over the course of 1958 and 1959 $12,000 in listening fees from record companies for evaluating the commercial possibilities of records. Another DJ named Stan Richard from station WILD in Boston also admitted to receiving thousands of dollars from various record promoters, and though like Hopkins, he denied letting such fees affect his choice of which records to play on the air. He also offered a vigorous defense of payola, comparing it to going to school and giving the teacher a better gift than the fellow at the next desk. He practically likened to motherhood and apple pie. This seems to be the American way of life, which is a wonderful way of life. It's built primarily on romance. I'll do for you, what will you do for me? It was this comment that prompted President Eisenhower to weigh in on February 11th, 1960, with his condemnation of payola. But what explains the involvement of Congress in this issue? Technically, the concern of the Harris Committee was abuse of public trust, since the airwaves on which radio stations broadcast their signals are property of the people of the United States. However, in 1960 was also an election year, and Representative Harris and his colleagues of the subcommittee were eager to be seen on the right side of a highly visible moral issue. Though it's widely agreed that the famous 1960 hearings on payola merely reorganized the practice rather than eradicating it, those hearings did accomplish two very concrete things that year. They threatened the career of American bandstands Dick Clark, and they destroyed the man who gave rock and roll its name, the legendary Cleveland disc jockey Alan Freed. Also on this date in 2012, pop superstar Whitney Houston dies at the age of 48. Whitney Houston, one of the world's top-selling singers from the mid-'80s and late '90s, is found dead in the bathtub of her suite at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, California. Houston's death was the result of an accidental drowning. Heart disease and cocaine, which was found in her system, were determined to be the contributing factors. The 48-year-old pop diva, known for her soaring voice and beauty, won a total of 6 Grammy Awards and 22 American Music Awards, more than any other female, and was credited with influencing several generations of singers, from Mariah Carey to Jennifer Hudson. Born on August 9, 1963 in Newark, New Jersey, to John Huston, a theatrical manager, and Cissy Houston, a singer who backed up a variety of artists including Aretha Franklin and Elvis Presley, Houston sang in her church gospel choir. In high school, she performed background vocals on songs for Chaka Khan and others, and modeled, becoming the first African-American woman to appear on the cover of 17 magazine. In 1983, music producer Clive Davis heard Houston perform at a New York City nightclub and signed her to a record deal. Her self-titled debut album, released in 1985, sold more than 25 million copies around the world and featured the hit singles Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, You Give Good Love, and The Greatest Love of All. Her next album, 1987's Whitney, was also a top seller and included the hits I Want to Dance with Somebody, Didn't We Almost Have It All, Where Did Broken Hearts Go, and So Emotional. Her third album, 1990's I'm Your Baby Tonight, was another big commercial success. In 1992, the songstress made her movie debut, starring opposite Kevin Costner in the blockbuster The Bodyguard. The film's soundtrack featured Houston's recording of the ballad I Will Always Love You, which became the best-selling single by a female artist in music history. She went on to co-star in Waiting to Exhale in 1995 and The Preacher's Wife in 1996, and also performed on the hit soundtracks of both movies. In 1992, Houston married singer Bobby Brown, whose bad boy reputation was a contrast to her then wholesome public image. The couple had a daughter in 1993. Houston and Brown's relationship was tumultuous and became frequent tabloid fodder. They divorced in 2007. In 1998, Houston released My Love Is Your Love, which, like her previous album, sold millions of copies. However, over the next decade, her career was marred by substance abuse and erratic public behavior, and she spent time in rehab facilities. In 2009, Houston released what would be her final album, I Look to You. In 2010, she embarked on her first world tour in more than 10 years, with concerts in Asia, Australia, and Europe. However, these shows will receive mixed reviews, with some critics and fans complaining Houston's voice sounded strained. In 2011, she entered rehab again for drug and alcohol treatment. On the afternoon of February 11, 2012, Houston died at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, where she was expected to perform that night at a pre-Grammy Awards party hosted by Clive Davis. A week later, on February 18th, her televised funeral was held at the New Hope Baptist Church in Newark and featured music tributes by such performers as Stevie Wonder, Alicia Keys, and the gospel singers BB and CeCe Winans. Tyler Perry, Kevin Costner, and Houston's cousin Dionne Warwick were among those who spoke at the service. The following day, Houston was buried next to her father at Fairview Cemetery in Westfield, New Jersey. And as your entertainment report for Thursday, February 11, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.